Hi dear students, dear friends, welcome to Gallant IAS. Yeah, this is our test 4 discussion. Test 4 was history covering ancient and medieval India. You know that a good number of questions being asked from ancient and medieval India. Sometimes the questions are repeated, sometimes the topics are repeated. Okay, now the test is over, the tension is over. Now look into this. These are some feedback I got from the students after the test. Somebody said, sir, I didn't see the word not in the question. The question was asking which, with reference to this particular thing, with reference to rocket architecture, with reference to this post-Gupta era, with reference to these Buddhist schools of sculpture, which one of the following is not correct? And they say that, sir, I read the question, but when I come up to answer, I forgot the word not and I picked up the right one, correct ones. So that is because of the carelessness. You are appearing for the civil service examination. Don't be too silly, too careless. Okay, don't be that much careless. Somebody said, sir, I forgot the chronology. I don't know the chronology. Chronology is not a rocket science. Again, I'm telling you, chronology is something, you are watching a movie, you have the skill to interconnect the flashback with the current events and maybe the climax. Okay, so in a sequential order, you connect different scenes in the movie, am I right? Different events in the movie. Just like that, take the history as a story, then you interconnect various events according to its happenings, okay? So what happened first, then what happened, then what happened, then what happened in the end, okay? So just like a story, just like various sequences of a story or a movie, you try to recollect, you try to learn the history. Confused with the names, they say, sir, so many names are there, dynasties are there, kings are there, queens are there, their grandbabies are there. Actually, yes, many factual informations you have to learn in your environmental science, in your economy, in your geography, in your science and tech. In many subjects, there are, because UPSC examination is a blend of conceptual questions and factual questions. Okay, obviously some popular names are there, maybe the name of some rulers or dynasties, or the names of certain inscriptions, or names of certain textbooks, okay, names of certain discoveries of ancient medieval times. So obviously certain terms are there, certain names are there, you have to, I want to say that you should mug up them, but in the process of revisions, when we apply that triple R, learning, revising, retaining, when you do the multiple rounds of revisions, obviously that will get registered in the mind. Same way you do the environmental organizations, environmental laws, or the national parks, biosphere, tiger reserves, many things there also you have to do here. Many articles you have to do here. Many Supreme Court judgments, or maybe this what is called these constitutional amendments you have to do in polity also. In many subjects you have to do these certain things you have to revise multiple times and get registered in the mind. Same way, vast areas didn't cover. History is vast area means obviously not everything is important for you. History, certain areas are there. UPSC strictly recommends certain areas of history which you have to cover very well. Okay, history doesn't mean that you have to study everything under the, or everything so far happened in this universe. It is not like that. Certain areas are there you have to focus. Guesswork blown up. Sometimes you do the wild guess. Wild guess will not work out here. Okay, if you have some logic, try to apply that logic here. That will definitely work out. Okay, you give some, you apply some some unknown guess or some wild guess. That is not going to work here. Yes, there is carelessness. This is a problem with many guys. Carelessness is equal to me. Carelessness is equal to me means you are always careless. After coming out of the examination hall, you say that, you are, turning over the pages and saying that, oh, this question, I know it very well, but unfortunately, I forget in the exam hall. Or because of the tension, stress, strain, I forget this, I forgot that, I used to forget this. If you are forgetting and if you are too careless, again I'm telling you why you are preparing for this examination. Take it very positively. Okay, don't take it in a negative sense. What I said is, if you are appearing for this examination, at least respect this examination, at least respect this standard of this examination. What I am saying is, you have to be careful. Okay, once you get through, once you clear this examination, yes, you will be part of the Indian bureaucracy. You have to be vigilant, you have to be responsible, you have to be committed, you have to be careful. Okay, you are part of that decision making, you are part of that decision making authority, decision making wing. So obviously you should have certain amount of carefulness. Am I right? So here, carelessness, please avoid it here. Don't say carelessness, I mean because of carelessness, I did that, I do that. Don't do that. Don't say like that. Okay, so these are some common things I have seen with many aspirants. So please avoid all these things, and for which a thorough revision. Okay, once you learned the things means you should give multiple rounds of revisions. That matters a lot. That matters a lot. And obviously practice also matters a lot. Don't think that before one day before the exam I will give the like a practice test and all. Okay, let us start now. The first question here is, yeah, which of the following tests are related to Jainism? So here the tests or the literary works related to Jainism and Buddhism, very important for you. A favorite area for UPSC. Now here you can apply your guess here. Kalpa Sutra, Bhagavati Sutra, Mahavastu and Mahavamsha. Maybe you never heard about these terms early. Okay. This Kalpa Sutra, Bhagavati Sutra, Mahavastu, you never heard in your life. Just leave it, no issues. UPSC will always give a chance for elimination. Now you look into the fourth choice, which is Mahavamsha. Mahavamsha, at least this term you heard while you learned history. Definitely you heard this term while you learned history. Mahavamsha, Divavamsha, yes, they are Ceylonese chronicles. We know that, which talk about this spread of Buddhism in Sri Lanka, about the kings who patronized Buddhism in this Sri Lanka, etc. So you know that Mahavamsha, Divavamsha, they are something Buddhist test. If you know that very fact, then things are very easy for the elimination. Just look into the choices given here. ABCD choices given here. Choice A, choice C, choice D, they all have that Mahavamsha. That means the Buddhist test. Question is asking for what are the tests related to Jainism. Since you know that Mahavamsha is a Buddhist test, you can easily eliminate choice A, choice C, choice D, and you will come up with the answer 1 and 2 only. Now your question will be, this is a mock test, and will UPSC ask the same kind of the questions? Exactly, UPSC asked here. Many times UPSC asked for which you simply, in order to make it clear, you just practice the previous year's questions. Go for at least last 5 years or 6 years question paper. This kind of the elimination you can see in the UPSC questions also. Okay. Now your answer is 1 and 2 only. Kalpa Sutra. Kalpa Sutra is obviously a Sanskrit Jain test by Bhadrabahu. Bhagavati Sutra is a biography on Mahavira. Then Mahavastu is a Buddhist test. It's a Hinayana Orthodox version. Hinayana Buddhist test. Mahavamsha, it is about the spread of Buddhism, or maybe about its patrons and their family tree of this Sri Lanka. Okay, anyway, Mahavamsha, Divavamsha, they are related to, yes, they are actually related to Buddhist test, and they are Ceylonese chronicles. Bombay is your answer. Now moving on to question number 2, with reference to Bactrian rule in India, consider the following statements. Here also 3 statements are given. So the post-Mauryan rulers are important. The post-Mauryan rulers are important for you. The post-Mauryan rulers, yes, there you try to understand, like obviously who comes first and later. Okay, that means their chronology is important for you. Okay, their contributions are important for you. Their contributions are important for you, and their culture part is important for you. These things you have to cover very well. Indo-Bactrians were first to introduce military governorship. Milinda Pano is the dialogue between Menander, Bactrian king, and Dharmakirti, a monk. Junagadh inscription talks about the rule of Bactrians in India. So you see, these are very relevant facts given here. This is the way UPSC frame the statements. Indo-Bactrians or Indo-Greeks. Indo-Greeks are also called Indo-Bactrians because first they settled in a region called Bactria in Afghanistan. From there they shifted to this northwest of India. So they officially introduced military governorship in India for the first time. Then Milinda Pano is a dialogue between Menander, the Indo-Greek ruler, and Buddhist saint, Buddhist monk Nagasena, not Dharmakirti. Dharmakirti is also a Buddhist scholar. But this Mirindapano conversation is between Menander and Nagasena. That is the difference. So this is the way UPSC will slightly change the, they will bring some twist in the statements, yeah. They will simply shuffle or they will simply replace, the names or the terms with something else. So you always go for the complete statement, okay. Don't go for some like what is called a hasty conclusions. Read the statement, complete your statement carefully, then only you come to answer. Junagadh inscriptions talk about a ruler of Bactrians, a rule of Bactrians in India. Actually, it is not a rule of Bactrians, it's of Shagas. Shagas are also from Central Asia. Shagas are actually, after this Indo-Greeks, then we study about the Shagas. Shagas, obviously, you should understand that Rudradaman, you heard about Rudradaman, is a popular Shaga ruler. He is known for repairing of that Sudarshana lake. And also he defeated these Shadavahanas. Okay, Rudradaman is also known for issuing these Sanskrit inscriptions. His Junagadh inscriptions, which is about this, even though he is a foreigner who studied Sanskrit and issued his inscriptions in the pure Sanskrit. That is Junagadh inscriptions related to Shaga ruler, which is Rudradaman. Okay, so the third statement is wrong, second statement is wrong. One only is your answer. Okay, one only is your answer.